Some people don't hate you enough to attack you directly. They prefer something darker. They smile when you succeed, but feel relieved when you fail. They congratulate you in public, yet secretly hope things don't work out for you. And the most disturbing part is that many of these people aren't strangers. They're friends, coworkers, relatives, and sometimes even people you trust. Human nature has a side most people don't like to admit exists. We want to believe that everyone around us wants the best for us. We assume that support means loyalty and encouragement means genuine happiness for our success. But reality is often more complicated. The truth is that your success can make insecure people uncomfortable. It can remind them of dreams they abandoned, goals they never pursued, and potential they never developed. For some people, seeing you rise forces them to confront everything they haven't become. And when that happens, your failure becomes emotionally rewarding to them, not because you've harmed them, but because your setback temporarily removes the comparison. The first truth is this: some people support your dreams only when they don't believe you'll actually achieve them. As long as your goals seem distant, they encourage you. As long as your ambitions appear unrealistic, they cheer you on. But the moment your success becomes real, their behavior changes, the enthusiasm disappears, the encouragement becomes weaker, the compliments become shorter. Suddenly, the same people who once supported you seem strangely silent. Why? Because your progress is no longer a harmless dream. It's evidence that success is possible, and that realization can be threatening to someone who has spent years making excuses. Another dark truth about human behavior is that envy rarely announces itself openly. Most people will never admit they're jealous. Instead, jealousy disguises itself as concern. It disguises itself as criticism. It disguises itself as advice. They'll tell you to be careful. They'll point out every possible risk. They'll focus on everything that could go wrong. And because their words sound logical, many people mistake discouragement for wisdom. But often, what sounds like concern is simply insecurity wearing a mask. Pay attention to how people respond when something good happens in your life. When you achieve a goal, get promoted, improve yourself, or experience success, watch carefully. Do they genuinely celebrate with you? Or do they immediately change the subject? Do they acknowledge your achievement? Or do they try to minimize it? Some people can't stand seeing others shine because it highlights their own darkness. And instead of improving themselves, they try to reduce the brightness around them. One of the most revealing moments in any relationship is your success. Most people know how to comfort someone who's struggling. Comfort is easy. It earns sympathy and social approval. But celebrating another person's success requires emotional security. It requires confidence. It requires maturity. And not everyone possesses those qualities. The person who secretly enjoys your failure often struggles with comparison. They measure their value against other people's achievements. Instead of asking, "How can I improve myself?" they ask, "How do I compare to everyone else?" This mindset creates a dangerous cycle. Every success you experience feels like a loss to them. Every achievement you reach feels like proof that they're falling behind. And eventually, your setbacks become their source of relief. Another uncomfortable truth is that some relationships are built around your limitations. Some people become comfortable with the version of you that lacks confidence. They become comfortable with your self-doubt. They become comfortable with your fear, because your limitations make them feel secure. But when you grow, everything changes. Your confidence changes. Your standards change. Your mindset changes. And suddenly, the relationship no longer benefits them in the same way. That's why growth often reveals who was genuinely supporting you and who was simply benefiting from your weaknesses. People who secretly enjoy your failure don't always attack you. In fact, most never do. They understand that open hostility exposes their intentions. Instead, they remain close. They observe. They wait. They watch your journey from a distance, hoping life will create the outcome they desire. And when setbacks appear, they experience something they would never admit publicly: relief. Relief that you're not as far ahead as they feared. Relief that you're still human. Relief that you're still vulnerable. But here's what they don't understand: failure isn't what defines a person, response does. Strong people use setbacks as lessons. Weak people use other people's setbacks as entertainment. The difference between those two mindsets determines the direction of an entire life. People who are focused on growth don't have time to celebrate someone else's struggles. They're too busy building, too busy learning, too busy improving. The individuals who secretly enjoy your failure are often trapped in a mindset of scarcity. They believe success is limited. They believe someone else's win reduces their chances. They believe life is a competition where only a few people can succeed. But reality doesn't work that way. Another person's success doesn't take anything away from you. Another person's achievement doesn't reduce your potential. Another person's progress doesn't block your future. Yet insecure people continue thinking this way because comparison has become their habit. One of the most powerful things you can do is stop seeking validation from people who are threatened by your growth. Not everyone deserves front row access to your journey. Not everyone deserves updates about your goals. Not everyone deserves knowledge of your next move. Sometimes the strongest strategy is silent progress. Let your results speak. Let your growth speak. Let your discipline speak. Because nothing frustrates insecure people more than watching someone succeed without needing their approval. The darkest irony of all is that people who secretly enjoy your failure often create their own failure. While they're monitoring your progress, they're neglecting their own. While they're analyzing your mistakes, they're ignoring their own weaknesses. While they're hoping you fall, they're standing still. And over time, standing still becomes its own form of defeat. The truth is that your greatest response is not revenge. It's not confrontation. It's not proving them wrong. Your greatest response is continued growth. Continue learning. Continue improving. Continue building. Continue becoming the person you were meant to be. Because every step forward weakens the influence of people who secretly wanted you to stay where you were. Remember this: the people who are happiest when you fail were never truly on your side. The people who are happiest when you succeed are the ones worth keeping close. And the people who remain supportive through both your victories and your setbacks are the rarest people you'll ever find. So choose your circle carefully, protect your energy wisely, and never allow someone else's insecurity to determine the size of your future. Because the moment you stop living for their approval is the moment you become truly free. And here's a final thought: if someone feels threatened by your growth, that's their problem. If someone secretly enjoys your failure, that's their weakness. But if you allow their negativity to stop your progress, that becomes yours. So keep moving forward, keep growing, keep winning, and let your success reveal who was genuinely rooting for you all along.